Um, Hi again. Decided to continue on with my you know, naming the Pokemon's base stats. So I previously left off at number 28. Sandslash. So next up are the two Nidorans. Yeah, I think they can be a bit tricky because some of the stats are irregular, but and like like the Caspian Metapod line, the Caspian Weedle lines having kind of like, what's the word, like I guess it's like a stat pattern, some like some kind of stats like more like map 5 more this month, this sort of, you know what I mean, so it's a thing of it, like I definitely think sometimes I'm a bit better off working backwards because with the whole fully evolved Pokemon, um and I join Earth stats more because they're generally the ones you finish on them. The ones you use using post game competitive battles. Um, so I believe. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was thinking. Maybe I suppose it might make it hard to track of, but because of the way I think I might to in this example I might make worth to kind of state the Queen and King stats, and then kind of I'm gonna have to work. I'm gonna have to work them out. So now with Queen and King, they got a 10. They both got a 10 attack buff, which is quite interesting. It's a shame, like they didn't get a special attack buff because of the hidden ability being sheer force. The so yeah, I guess I have this tendency to overthink, and I need to try to be more natural about it. I think I am I kind of think this is like, I don't know. I kind of see like me going about having a loose man, stuff like that. It might. I know it probably makes it hard to understand. It can make it hard to understand for the general populace, but like, I guess a conventional way of doing something is kind of going like one to two, to three to four to five, 6, 7 to 8, 9 to 10. Like for me, it's kind of sometimes easy to kind of kind of easy to go from like 1 to 7 to 4 to 6. Do you know what I mean? It's a way I can't explain. Like someone's doing that, it kind of, example, like make it kind of like, example, you try example with the need stats. Me kind of like, yeah. Sometimes that kind of hopping, and as I say, kind of go on tangents. Like that kind of help, makes it easier for me to kind of, well, remember or work out or whatever. If that makes sense, I know I'm not making any sense. I don't know. Say I'm quite like in here with this synesthesia code thing. It makes perfect sense, but like, do you know what I mean? It's like I said, some of it always kind of gets like lost in translation when I say it out loud. If that makes sense. Um, like, yeah, so I'm pretty sure. So I think like the fully evolved ones, like Nidoqueen has 90 HP. Uh, oh, is it um I think she has not like. See, there's another way now. For example, like in mine's kind of something to do like a thing where I'll kind of state like the bulk. So like I think like the Queen has 90, 87, 85 bulk. If it's like stating it like that, I'm going like HP, defense, special defense. Whereas if it says something I'd like, I mean, it's not speed isn't truly on offense, but like it's, you know what I mean. If it's like, yeah, but like, so if it's, so, but I think she has like 92, 75, 76, like offensive stats. And now that I've said that, then I can say like his stats are a 90, 92, 87, 75, 85, 76. And your Nidoking, just going from this, the standard, sixth form of, the HP, stat defense, plus that plus defense speed, like, I think Nidoking, I think, is 81, 102, 77, 85, 75, 85. So that's the fully evolved ones out the way. Okay, so but like I don't know because it's technically gone out of order, but I probably won't like repeat them again because it's just yeah. But that's probably. But now I'm thinking almost doing that's almost kind of like confused because I've done that. I'm almost kind of confused with it unless it's might actually make it more difficult to kind of work out the pre-evolutions because I've kind of gone out of order now. So this is I don't know, this is a problem. But I think the stats like. Oh, I feel like yeah, the stats do go back like regular numbers, but then what kind of basically like multiples of 5 when I say that. For different evolution lines, but I think like yeah, like I think the first two forms of the Needers like have the same special stats, and then like yeah, but then King has high plus and Queen has high plus defense, and then like so like both the Needers gained 10 base more attack in X and Y. Like it was kind of strange. You think we need a Queen, she would have gained 10 base more defense because like interesting like Nidaking's like do you know what I mean like Nidaking's like well Nidaqueen's best stats are at now, but prior to that Nidaqueen's best stat was was actually HP. But yeah. Do you know like that like their stats are swapped round? It's like their stats aren't completely like swapped round. It's like yeah, that kind of makes sense. So the numbers aren't just rearranged. It's like I think it was like what's it like? Did the Queen had like price like X and Y like did a King had yeah 9 more is that what's this like? Now I'm thinking, wait, is that even right about what I said about no, I think yeah, what I said about the stats, like Yeah, I think I will. I won't go off this tangent. I guess probably going off a bit too much, but um, the like so the base need. I need to try and work this out. So um, I feel like let's see. They're going in a queen, 90 HP. Um, I feel like um, maybe shouldn't think about this too much. I think I'm just gonna. I don't know. I suppose like I'm pretty sure like the male has 57. Um, um, yeah, there's got to be I think there's got to be a better way of doing this because I'm starting to kind of I don't know I might have to like I might have to like think of something else to do because it's kind of messing me a bit now. I don't know. It's like I suppose like I really struggle to stick to kind of like a format because it's like mine wants to. As I was explaining before, mine wants to keep jumping. Like for example, I want to kind of like for example, like I'm pretty sure Nidoran Male has like I think 57 attack, and then like, but then there's other thing is like me for example like, see, this is another thing to explain like, um, like for example, let's say there was like, there's like I had to like basically like there was like almost like a sheet I had to fill out of all the Pokemon's base stats. Well, that's the thing. That's an interesting thing because like, sometimes like saying stuff helps me, but then also sometimes like sometimes like even like me seeing those numbers written down might also kind of because that or maybe like there's definitely there's quite a lot of Pokemon I can definitely do quite easily. Again, it's the Nidos. It's like them having like um some of the irregular stats throw me off. I can think it's like I probably like I probably could work it out, but like because is that stuff about it probably grows like maybe they all grow 15 or they all grow but so but like I'm like pretty sure I'm quite confident I got the fully evolved ones right, but um like with the cocoons I was fairly certain I was gonna get I was gonna get like something wrong, but like I thought with the needles like that's the thing to me. It's I mean it's like what are the rules of this? Like I mean obviously not looking, but I mean like I know it's I'm just kind of like as I say this is mostly kind of like for me like just to kind of do you know what I mean? But like because it's like Um, yeah, like obviously the big major was just like not looking, but how long they were, like, how like, do you know what I mean, that kind of thing. So how much time do you have to work it out and stuff like that? Some like a Pokemon like quiz show. Um, but yeah, um, I mean it's basically like, so I don't know, like I got up to 28. Um, so maybe I might just do like with like all the Pokemon that I don't like, pretty much don't have to like spend much time working out. I could pretty much just like do. Um, and this might be kind of hard to follow, but like otherwise I'm like really gonna struggle because like, it's just the kind of person now. I'm like, um, yeah. So like after the Nidos is my second favorite Pokemon of all time, Fairy. Um, yeah, and it'd be a bit embarrassing if I got her stats wrong. Um, that's because I like it. So, um, she has I don't like don't everything because I was thinking I'm like because I should I've said I shouldn't have said that because now that might make it more difficult for myself because like well I'm gonna look a bit daft now saying that. Um, I think it's like 70 45 48 um 60 65 35 and then Clefable 95 70 73 95 90 60 um no I think the Vulpix is the same but not but Alolan Ninetales uh has 9 more speed but 9 less physical attack. I think Vulpix is I believe 30 let's see, so so nine tails is like 73 75 76. Like I think that no not yeah no nine tails is 73 76 75. I think Vulpix is like I think all Vulpix's stats are 35 less, so I think it's 38 41 40. Oh no, I think the special attack's 30 like right, so Vulpix 38, 76, 75, 51, 65, 65. Ellen Vulpix the same. Cantonian Ninetales 73, 76, 75, 81, 100, 100, and Alolan. Let's see, nine less. So I think that'd be 73. Uh, well, 73, 67, 75, 81, 100, 109, Jigglypuff, so I think, yeah, so I'm pretty sure, like, Wigglytuff is, yeah, I'll probably try and stick it to number order, but, I'll probably try to stick to number order, but, I might, if it's an evolution line, I might do the evolve one first, because that makes it easier for me, like, so, I'm pretty sure Wigglytuff's 140, 70, but I also think, for example, like, quite often with some of them, they would have all gone up by a certain amount, but then because of, like, I think sometimes because of the physical special split in Gen 2, and sometimes because of, like, getting extra stats in X and Y and Sun and Moon, it messes with it a bit. And that was the case with like, Vulpix's special attack going up. So I went up anyway by 30 and not 35. But that didn't exist in Gen 1. Its special stat was like what became its special defense. So all of its stats went up by 35, for example. Yeah, Jigglypuff. I'm just trying to think what would possibly get in the way here. So Wigglytuff gained 10 special attack. That's what I need to be mindful of. But I think everything else got by 25. So let's say so Wigglytuff 140, 70. This is one I'm like with Wigglytuff. It's three like lowest stats of defense, special defense and speed. But now I'm like the special defense is definitely 50, and defense is definitely 40. But is the speed 50 or 45? Oh no. Now I'm also thinking Jigglypuff. I think it's for 50 speed or 45. Oh god. It's what I'll just go with Wigglytuff being trying to weigh the texture in my head. What feels more right? Needs to find 51%. What's tipping the scales? See, the special defense definitely has more weight, but speed is just speed going towards the special defense. First one's like whatever I say is going to be wrong. When that happens, it's like, let's just say whatever ends up coming out of my mouth. I don't know. I'll just go. Really bad at making decisions just like this. Be careful, I don't end up freezing. I know it's really petty, but I run that danger. I just logically think it doesn't really matter. Or just try and find default, or whatever is on the left. So I'll just go like I'll just go with the lower one. I actually think it's I can't really say that because that's like kind of a cop out. I was gonna say I think it has two 50s and a 45, but I'm gonna go. Then it makes me. That's what. So I'm just gonna. I'll be wrong on purpose and go 140, 70, 45, 85, 50, 45. Even though I know it's 50, I'm gonna get. No, I can't. That bad. Yeah. That. No. It's just like my mind is just. Yeah. As I say, you know, Chris Tarrant Millionaires. Like your final answer. Final answer. 140. 140, 70, 45, 85, 40, 50 and 45. And Jigglypuff, all 25 less, except for Socks is 35 less, which would be 115, 45, 20, 50, 25 and 20. That's got the first 40 done. Zubat and Golbat, I think they just all got by 35, so I think. I know Zubat starts as some of the Pidgeys, I think. I think Golbat is see, this is the thing where I could potentially use Crobat to help me here. So no, actually, I know for a fact Crobat's 85, 90, 80, 70, 80, 130. Man, Crobat's like so annoying to fight with, like, blazing fast, like pre Sun and Moon confusion, and dirty flint shots coming off that speed. So I think like with Crobat, the physical's got by 10, but the special's only by 5. The HP goes up by, I think, does Zubat have 35 or 40? Does Zubat have 35 or 40 HP? It's one of the weirdest of situations, isn't it? There's no way Golbat's HP goes up by 15. So I think Golbat's 75. Golbat's 75. 80. 70. 65. 75. 90. And then Zubat, I think they're all 35 less, which would be that's what I mean when I said previously, like a lot of them, like obviously when they have 3 stages and like and they all belong to the same generation, like quite often they all, do you know what I mean? They all go up by like, maybe like 15 or like 20. Quite often there's like 2 stages got by 25 or 30. Someone's even 35. Like with Zubat and, well, for the most part Vulpix. Gen 1 Vulpix. I stated Golbat stats, so Zubat's, so that would be 40, let me double check that. I said 75 for, Golbat. So yeah, 40, 45, HP and attack done. Let's say for Golbat's defense 70, right? So 35, um, 30, 40, 55. One of those things, like sometimes like I should have been able to, that shouldn't have been like too difficult because they're all 35, but sometimes my kids must make it. I know because normally I'm quite good at like mental arithmetic, but sometimes like, I can put like too much pressure on myself, or I don't know. I can like because I can really easily doubt myself at like, you know, like when I get myself go off topic, but sometimes if I read stuff and like become too aware of it, like it doesn't feel like, I don't know. It's like I know it's like a lot of stuff you guys do normally. Like if you pay too much attention to it, it's not. It's not like I use this example, like if you become too aware of your own breathing, it's not like naturally more like. I feel like I can kind of get that for like, you know, reading or like working stuff out or whatever, and nothing kind of seems to make like any kind of sense. It doesn't feel natural, so I'm like even like, yeah. So yeah, stay as you about and go about stuff, and then probably now I was thinking that didn't feel right. I don't know. Um, yeah, just maybe I might just state it again one more time. 40, 45, 35, 30, 40, 55, and 75, 80, 70, 65, 75, 90. So you don't need to stay crew, but Oddish, I know Oddish is like, I'm pretty sure Oddish is like 45, 50, 55, and then like 75, 65, 30, Gloom, also an old Gloom, I can work this one out, Falcon's got 75 HP. The old Gloom stats that's got by, yeah, no, all Gloom stats got, I think the gold, Odyssey stats got by 15, except for his special stats, so I think like Gloom's like 60, 65, 70, 85, 75, oh no, and yeah, and speed as well, 40, Vileplume prior to X and Y, I think they all went up by 15 apart from speed, so, that would be, that would be, it's a Gloom, the state Gloom stats, yes, they're Glooms, yeah, so Vileplume's 75, 80, 85, 110, 90, 50, Paris, I think Paris is, and like, I think most of his stats got by the same, but his speed goes up by a bit less, because he's already like, I think, like, I'm pretty sure Parasect is like, I think 60, 95, 80, 60, oh, no, yeah, Parasect, yeah, 60, 95, 80, 60, now part of me is thinking, is it 65? Is it 60? Might be 65, but I'll just go with 60. And 30. And I think like all the prices except for like speed go down by 25. Is that right? Which would be 35, 70, 55, 35. I feel like that's a bit low. So I'll cheat. I might end up regretting this. It's like 60 guns kind of thing, but I'll go 65 Parasect special attack actually. So yeah. So I think Paris is 35, 70, 55, 40, 55, 15, I think, and I'll say Parasect again because I changed it. 60, 60, 95, 80, 65, 80, 30, Venonat, see these Venonat's kind of weird. You might be one of the ones to get wrong because like he has like really weird stats because I know like Venomoth is like 70, 65, 60, 90, 75, 90. Quite easy to remember that one because you pair the special attack and the speed, and then all the other ones are like 5 apart. So that's what I do to remember that one. His HP, attack and defensive are similar. Yeah, they have like the same kind of structure as Alakazam, but like 15 higher because Alakazam's 55, 50, 50, 50, yeah, 55, 50, 45. You know, like the first 3 stats descend by 5 and I'm off 70, 65, 60, of course. Both owned by Sabrina. With Pokemon Yellow, then it's Koga's ace and Sabrina's ace. I suppose I'll say random stuff like that. So anyway, Venonat, yeah, like I'll come back to him. I don't know. So that's, it's like that's very like, I don't know, no, I'll probably just do for I'll probably just do like, I feel like yeah, I'll just like, I could probably possibly get some of the stats. It's not really worth the kind of like, I guess it kind of starts to give me a bit of a headache, so I'm just gonna like concede with the Nidos and Venonat. Like, see, I know the Pokemon's numbers up the first 53, and then like I know roughly where they all are, but I know like the first 53. And like I know from 116 onwards. But I'm not. So I'm probably just like, and this is just kind of like, this isn't a proper count. You know what I mean? Like, the best ideal scenario would probably be someone kind of like another person like asking me this. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so I'm just gonna do after like I'm just gonna do up to like the next 2 lines of Diglett and yeah, Meowth. Both got 11 forms, and there's that whole like, oh, Andy, and I think he gets close. The Berserker's not actually technically a kind of like, do you know what I mean? It's a new Pokemon. And I don't even probably get all the deals with Wiglet. Um, I, like, I don't think I know Thingy stats. So what's his name? Um, I don't think I know like Galarian Meowth stats. But yeah, and I've got an upping point. I'll probably do 116. Yeah, to like 251 there. Um, I think for a fact I know like certain groups. Like I know like most of the starters. And like most of the legendaries, obviously, unsurprisingly, like if you count them as such, the Ultra Beasts, like with their kind of like all like prime numbers, like awkward stats. Do you know what I mean? Like, would be kind of difficult to some of them, but then because they're such good, a lot of them are such good Pokemon, then I'm more inclined to remember them. Um, and so I'm generally better at remembering fully evolved Pokemon. Anyway, you know, obviously sort of standalones, whatever. Like, so, anyway, it was Diglett, wasn't it? So Diglett, is Diglett, I know he's like some of the worst HP. I think he's like 1055. Is there a thing where like Diglett's defense special attack are 25 and 35, but those two is above 50 or Diglett's both 25? I might get something wrong there. Diglett, yes, I know for a fact he's got 10 HP, and 55 attack, 25, 25 defense, and now I'm gonna have to decide for the special attack if I go with 25 or 35. Basically, if it's not leaning any way in my head, I'll have to find like some kind of like, I don't know, whatever I would consider like the default response, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, I could probably just get stuck indefinitely. But, so let's see. Yeah, it's so that's the thing. I think it's about now. If I lean to one side, it's like it seems right. So I think of the thing to you. So, what? For the same amount of time, should just like. I don't know if for Diglett, I'm just gonna go like 10, 55, 25, 35, 45, 90. I think Alolan Diglett has like 5 less speed and 5 more defense, which would make him the exact same. But is that it? But 30 defense and 90 speed, and then Dug Trio, and like and then Dug Trio would Dug Trio. I'm pretty sure it's you see, if I'm wrong about like for some reason Diglett having like more special attack, but then so let's say Diglett does have 25 in both, because I know Dug Trio has 50 in both for the special events, special attack. If it's true that if I was wrong about Diglett and Diglett has 25 in both defense and special attack, he would be a 25 all. No, originally, because I know Dug Trio got an extra 20 attack. You have to consider. So Dug Trio is actually 35, very low HP for fully evolved Pokemon. 100. Yeah, 35, 100, 50, 50, 70, and 110. And the Hanson brothers, they have 10 less speed, but 10 more physical defense. Now, Meowth, he has I do know, I do, like, all his stats are very close together apart from his speed, so I think he has, I think all his stats got by 25, so I think that'll make him 40, 45, 35, 40, 40, 90, and then Persian, 65, 70, 66, yeah. I'll just see them both again, like Meow 40, 45, 35, 40, 40, 90, and Persian 65, 70, 60, 65, 65, 115. I loved Persian in Gen 1. It's actually I don't know, I actually found it really fun to use in Soul Silver because of like fake out technician shenanigans. Like the so I'll ignore the Galarian one. I mean, yeah, the Alolan Meow family. I think they take don't they just like take 10 out of like, well, no, it's not. Yeah, I think you take 10 out of like physical attack and put it in special attack. I think that's the only difference as far as I'm aware. Like both of them. think. But yeah, I'll do the I'll do 116 um 116 plus yeah, in like in another video because it's already gone quite long enough. But and it seems kind of random that I would know 116 plus. I think the reason it is because like a lot of the Pokemon towards the end are unique, and then like I don't know, maybe being a big fan of like Staryu or whatever. Like I remember like the kind of like it's free kind of like 2-stage water, you know, Pokemon that Misty uses in the anime. I don't know. um, that's what helped me remember them. I don't know. Um, yeah, I think it's Horsey, Goldie, and then Staryu. Anyway, I'll see y'all. I'll talk about it in the next video.